2/3 of all college graduates will graduate with some amount of student loan debt, the average amount being $26,000. The national student loan debt is at an all-time high of $1.2 trillion. The demand for higher education has caused an increase for the desire for a college degree. You and I, both being college students, have the responsibility of funding our education. This means that at some point in our life we will most likely come into contact with student loans. I've had many friends and family members who have had or have student loans and have seen how powerful they can be. I am passionate about being debt-free and having financial freedom. Student loans have larger ramifications than most individuals realize. Loans are fast and on the rise and start unhealthy trends in individuals. Now let's look just how fast student loans have grown in the previous years. Student loans are the fastest growing and most troublesome type of consumer loan debt. In 2016, the Hechinger Report and the New York City Federal Reserve Bank did an extensive research on student loan debt. They found that in 2015, student loan debt rose by $114 billion to its now current state of $1.2 trillion. They also did a report on 90-plus day delinquent consumer loans. Student loan debt was at the top of this list at 11.5% being delinquent. Now this doesn't seem like a big number, but compared to the other ones it is. Credit card debt is only 9.6% delinquent, and mortgages is only 4.1% delinquent. Student loan is fast growing and is not being paid off, and this is a big deal. Most students, however, don't believe it is a big deal because everybody has student loans, and if everybody has them, they can't be too bad, right? Some reasons for the student loan is the excessive cost of college and the demand for a college degree. Forbes magazine states that as the economy is in a downturn, people seek a college degree to get them one step up on the competition and getting hired. You and I have also seen the desire for a college degree. We graduate high school and we think about our options, and mostly we just think about going to college. We don't really think about any other options besides going to college and getting a college degree because that's just what people do these days. Whether that's right or wrong, a college degree is very sought after. Student loans are not being paid back and are being defaulted on. One Wisconsin Institute recently did a study and found that the average payback period for a student loan is 21 years. 21 years! I'm going to have 6 kids and 12 grandkids by then. Once graduated, students put their loans on the back burners and continue their everyday life without even thinking about them. They're too hard to think about, and they don't want to worry about them. Loans are large and growing fast, causing people to fall into a lifestyle most don't want to be in. Acquiring student loans kickstarts a trend of indebtedness. The National Bureau of Economic Research talks about how easy it is to receive loans, specifically federal student loans. For federal student loans, all you have to do is fill out a FAFSA and click a button and bam, you have instant money. Now, just because you have that money in front of you does not mean you have to accept it. I feel like most people do not realize this. Student loans are a quick fix to a bigger problem. Say, for example, you go to a pet store and see a cute little German Shepherd puppy. You impulsively buy that puppy and take it home, thinking it's going to be the greatest thing ever. And it might be for a little while, but then that puppy begins to grow. And you have to clean up the poop out of the backyard. You have to pay for its food. You have to clean up its fur that it sheds on the couch. You come home from a weekend trip and your favorite shoes are chewed up. The cute little puppy you bought is now a big responsibility and takes a lot of your time and money. The same is true for student loan debt. At first it seems like a great idea and just kind of small and innocent, but after college you see the impacts that it has and you realize that it's a big responsibility to take on. A U.S. News article put it this way: most students going into student loan debt realize they have to pay it back, but they may not realize how much they're going to have to pay back or how they're going to pay back. They just realize they have to pay it back and don't think about the logistics of it. Student loans carry over after college and into the future. One Wisconsin Institute reported that 68% of individuals with student loans lived at home or rented after college, as opposed to only 33% of people who did not have student loans. Now, having student loans goes beyond just living at home or renting. You can't make certain purchases because you're busy paying on your student loan. You lose your financial freedom because you have these student loans. Student loans begin a lifestyle of catching up and need to be taken seriously. Loans are a common liability among college students these days. Most people don't act on them and don't try to get rid of them. Loan debt tends to stick around for a while and strip people of their financial freedom. Student loan debt is a pesky pest. Exterminate it as soon as possible and feel the freedom. Don't let it grow.